today in the US town hall meeting. The enemies are quaking and have all seated in their various gossiping locations to watch again how we fund our liberation, because that is the biggest mystery to them today. You've seen them releasing research articles and many papers on how Biafra government is funding its liberation. They took their time to start analyzing, researching on our fundraising, and at the same time including the views we've had on Twitter. They themselves have posted and published their own finding that my ex-posts have over 226 million views on X alone. So they can understand the magnitude of what Biafrans are doing globally. And I've challenged them to publish their own drug lord criminal president Tinubu views. Let us see who is interested in listening to a convicted criminal in the United States. My fellow Biafrans, I want you all to understand that our freedom is here. My speech today will be very brief, and I hope, but I would like to point and touch many places and many issues. One is that I want to use this opportunity and medium to send a warning to Bianca Ojukwu to stay clear from anything sabotage against Biafra. If she wants to continue to have her peace, Biafra people will not look at anybody that stand on their way to freedom. Her husband led the war when Nigeria declared war against Biafra people. The great Iroko of Biafra, which is her late husband, commanded Biafra armed forces, and of course he was the president of Biafra during that 3 years of genocide. So we are not going to trade our freedom for anything political position, because a lot of people have expected me to react on the so-called frivolous appointment of Bianca Ojukwu. The reason I have not reacted is that it is not my business. And I believe it is none of Biafran's business. She is a politician. She believes in Nigeria, and that is her own choice. She's just one person, one woman with one vote. Today, you don't expect me to start reacting when 50 million Biafrans have consented to this Biafra government, giving this Biafra government consent and the authority to fight for their freedom. So who is Bianca Ojukwu? Only one person, one woman. So I don't want to waste my time, but it is very imperative that I bring this message to her. So long as she maintains her lane, mind her business as a politician under Nigeria, we don't have problem with her. But where we are going to have problem with her is when she uses that position to fight against Biafra in any capacity. Then Simon Ekpa will change to whatever that will suit her. And then we will engage her in any way possible. For now, she can enjoy her appointment. I have no business and I have no issue with her appointment under Nigeria. You know, the question they used to ask, when will Biafra come? This question has always been what has been in the mind of the enemy for decades. They come like friends, they laugh, and at the end, the question is actually meant to mock the Biafra agitation in those days. My fellow Biafrans, I would like to, today is Sunday, I would like to read the Bible today. I would like to read from the book of Ecclesiastes 7. The book of Ecclesiastes 7, I'm going to read from chapter 7, and I will read verse 7, and I will read 9. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Number 9, be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger rested in the bosom of fools. When you expect the Biafra government and myself to act on certain issues, we don't delve into things with our anger. We take our time. But when we start, the entire world will know that we have started. They used to ask you, when will this Biafra come? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mentioned this in one of his broadcasts. Always there, when will this Biafra come? When will this Biafra come? That's a question that many, both the good and the bad, carried in their heart for decades. But that question now has an answer. The question finally has an answer. And the infinite answer will come on December 2nd, 2024. My fellow Biafrans, as we continue to put in place the delegitimization of the Nigeria terrorist state within Biafra land, we are taking it one step at a time. We are not in a hurry. This is a fight that have taken the life of millions, and we've fought this for over 50 years. The Biafra government 72 hours ultimatum to return all the Biafrans that were kidnapped from the old eastern Nigeria and taken to northern Nigeria and other part of Nigeria to detain. Many of them have been detained for many years without trial. That 72 hours ultimatum ends today. And we have seen reactions from different courts. One of them is the court, is the Owerri Appeal Court. They have announced temporary shutdown because of security concern. This particular shutdown, it is now very evidently clear that Nigeria have no intention of returning our brothers they kidnapped from eastern Nigeria and taken to different detention facilities in the northern Nigeria, or maybe many of them have been killed. So, knowing what we do not know about the fate of our fellow brothers and sisters, both women and children, that were taken in the name of arrests. So they decided to lock down because they can't provide our brothers they kidnapped from eastern Nigeria and taken to northern Nigeria. I want to use this medium to inform Nigeria, terrorist state, this evening, that this temporary lockdown, because they could not provide our brothers and sisters they kidnapped, should not be temporarily. They have locked down permanently and indefinitely. I will never reopen again. I want to let you know that the evil will only strive when good men keep quiet and silent. In the absence of good men, the evil men will always strive. Nigeria have shown to be evil for decades. And in all this evil of Nigeria, the good men have always been terrified, fear, and they remain silent for many years. Today, many good men have risen up and they are all in Biafra government in exile. And so we are going to commit a great violence on this Nigeria state, because that's exactly what is going to restore peace. And it has started. We are going to delegitimize Nigeria institution by institution, step by step, organization by organization, government by government, and at the end, they will leave our land. And we will have a peaceful nation where our children and women will live and walk in the night without anybody kidnapping them. Just like we all enjoy in Europe.
All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back update and information as the hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drops, you will be the first. We will collect them. All right, let's go down to the news proper. Lawmakers visit Nnamdi Kanu, resolve lawyers' restriction. That is the thread now. That's what is currently going on. Lawmakers visited Nnamdi Kanu and they have resolved lawyers' restriction. Of course, you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers were restricted from seeing him. And there's something that was trending last week. Some people are asking questions whether Nnamdi Kanu or Nozikwa, is he still in this earth, or has he crossed into the world beyond? And people were wondering that his face have not been seen, this, that. A lot of fear. And I think this is the part of what made lawmaker to visit him is either to show that he is still in the land of the living, because we are not even, it's not even a thing of rejoicing again. If they say lawmaker visited in and they can make so that we'll come and be rejoicing, we know that is either election is coming closer, and these people know that Kanu is a gateway. It happened in Anambra, yes. There was a big tension in Anambra during Chukwuma Charles Soludo's election, the election that brought Chukwuma Charles Soludo in Anambra into office. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu contributed 90% of what brought Soludo into office, even though he was in the DSS detention. Yes, he contributed 90% of what made Soludo to become the governor of Anambra State. Soludo was visiting him, making a lot of promises, talking about Nnamdi Kanu and how people, the government have left him, the government have not been able. He spoke as if that if he gets into that office, that with immediate effect, Kanu is out of the DSS detention. That was what people thought. And they played that politics, did their politics, used Kanu as the picture maker. They used him as the front page, the man on the front page, because that's what they used. They used Kanu as the man on the front page to be able to achieve the agenda. And that is what these politicians have been doing. That's what the politicians have been doing. Even when late Iwanyan was alive, who was the former a president of Ohanese Ndi Igbo. There were a lot of politics. That's why I will tell Ndi Igbo, can Ndi Igbo jiri nwayọ. Make una take it easy. Help your brother. You don't need to sabo your brother, betray your brother because of just politics. Because of politics. And because of this kind of politics that Ndi Igbo are playing, Ndi Igbo are not together. They don't have a plan. They don't have a masterpiece. In the Southeastern politics, there is no masterpiece. The Southeastern politicians are serving the Northern and the Western politicians. They are just like servants there. Ndi Igbo have not been able to develop a blueprint for themselves, a masterpiece, of which this was why Ojukwu came up with the Apuga Party in Kabunkanyi. And still on that, this Apuga Party started dominating the East. There were a lot of governors in the Southeast that entered into office with Apuga, and immediately Apuga gave them office. They left Apuga, they entered another party. You forgot the small party, the little party that brought you into power. The little party that brought you into power, which of course you are now a stakeholder there. You are now a good man. The party brought you into power so that you can have power, so you'll be able to protect them. And what these people do is that when the party brings them into power, you see them dumping the party to jump to another party. You've forgotten how you got your victory. That this party, this little party you are dumping now, was the party that made you who you are. You were not a governor. And through the umbrella of this party, the flag bearer of this party, you went for governorship. You won. Now, yourself did not tell you that what you are there to do is to build your party, to make sure that your party becomes strong, because they have made you a strong man there. You are aiming for the higher position, but that will be for the interest of your party. And that is what Ndi Igbo has forgotten. Ndi Igbo left this kind of politics of having a blueprint of what a particular people want, where they are going, their motion, their destination. The Southeast politicians have made us to know that Ndi Igbo does not have a destination in Nigerian politics. Go and see how Hausa people play their politics. You will understand that they have a destination. If you see how the Yorubans are playing their politics, you see that they have a destination. They have where they are going. The Yoruba man has entered now. Other states are being created in the southwest, in the Yoruba land. They are creating their own states there. The west, new states are being added. How many has they added to Ndi Igbo? Ndi Igbo are not looking at some of all these things. What they are looking at is, let's go there, let's pack the money, let's share the money. They don't want to think about their people. Lagos State, the people in Lagos State are developing their state every day. Then our governor says they want investors. They want to bring investors into Ali Igbo. How will an investor come into Ali Igbo where they don't even have a good road access? No good road access in Ali Igbo. You cannot, there's nowhere in Ali Igbo you can see one big lane, maybe like 4 or 5 lanes. It's only 2 lanes or 1 lane. If they build that 1 lane, they will be making noise that they have done something for Ndi Igbo. Meanwhile, in Lagos State, they are building railways. These people are building trains, making business easy. They see the population that is coming in to do business. And recently, what Ndi Igbo has also diverted to, which is what is happening now, turning their state a den of insecurity, because a river does not pass through the forest without bringing down trees. A river does not pass through the forest without bringing down trees. And Ndi Igbo has changed their politics to politics of terrorism, politics of terrorists, where you see that in your own land, you will not be able to even harvest again. You will not be able to go to your farmland and farm and come in peace. Ndi Igbo they have a vast land. On this vast land you have, big land, why don't you create roads, enough road inside all those places, inside those forests? Create enough road there, put railway, open the city. Well, because you want investors to come in, expand. But our governors have refused. Go to Anambra State and you see what is happening there. You go to other states, go to Abia State. It's even the one that Oti came in and is doing. And what even Oti is doing is not enough. Because the government have enough money. The people have refused to invest in industry and a lot of things. And meanwhile, a lot of people are going about. This lawmaker has also gone about to meet Mazen Nnamdi because is either he has one interest or the other. Meanwhile, let's go down to the full detail of the information of what this lawmaker, what transpired between the lawmaker and Mazen Nnamdi in the DSS detention and how he visited Ahmadike Ndibo. Let's go down. I am with you. A lawmaker representing Ikuano, Umuahia North, Umuahia South Central Constituency, Abia State, Obiagocha has visited the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. The visit, which took place on Thursday, October 24, 2024, is part of an ongoing effort to find a political solution to the continued detention of the IPOB leader. Kanu, who was arrested on June 27, 2021 in Kenya and subsequently extradited to Nigeria, is facing charges of terrorism, treasonable felony, and inciting violence through his Radio Biafra, among others. This is what they wrote about him. This is what they felt, the reason why they imprisoned Kanu. Let's go on. A statement issued on Saturday by the media team of the lawmaker noted that Agocha was recently approached by Kanu's legal team complaining of its inability to interface with the detained IPOB leader. The statement read in part, a few days ago, the lawyer to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu reached out to his Honorable Minister, Obi Agocha, representing Ikuano, Umuahia North and Umuahia South Federal Constituency. This was about the long-running difficulties being encountered by the legal team in their effort to gain access to meet with their clients. Honorable Obi Agocha took urgent steps in writing the Department of State Security and Tajudeen Abbas, Honorable Speaker of the 10th House of Representatives, seeking their immediate intervention. A meeting of the aforementioned was positive to the effect that Honorable Obi Agocha, having inquired from the DSS, who informed that the seeming pause to assessing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was occasioned by his lawyers asking the judge to rescue him herself, which requires further legal processes and is also known to both parties. Obi Agocha had a physical audience with Nnamdi Kanu on Thursday, 24th of October 2024, in the company of an immediate family member, MS Isioma Stella Ekpa. Honorable Obi Agocha fully briefed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu about the circumstances during their meeting. The statement further noted that the legal team have now been granted access to Kanu. A resolution was reached regarding the lack of access to Nnamdi Kanu by his legal team. All right. All those English, all those grammar is that Kanu's legal team has been restricted from seeing him in the DSS custody. You can imagine the country where we find ourselves. Your legal team, your legal advisor, your lawyer, a man who is standing for you, will be restricted access from seeing you. And tell me how you are going to win the case. I think if every country, in a country that wants to heal, that wants to become better, first of all, the rule of law must rule first. But the rule of law must come first, and where there is rule of law, that is where even it's not even about being a Christian, it's not even about being a Muslim. It's about the people coming together to say we want to make ourselves to work. Because what happens in this country is that one person will come out and carry like 50 trillion alone, and you have looted other people. You loot the money that other people are supposed to use to survive. And when this money is being looted, another person will come into power and see that money has been looted. He will hunt the other person that looted the money, collect the money from the person, the much he can collect, and that is his settlement. He allows the person to go, and he himself will take that recovery for himself and still loot another one. That's the government we find ourselves. That's the government that is running the country, and that is why fuel is 125 naira, and if they are telling us that they will bring it down to 1,000, we are clapping for them. We are happy. Meanwhile, very soon, we are heading to 2025, and 2025 budget will be read out to us, and we'll see the budget of 2025. We'll see all the works they have done with it. Because they promised us good road. Meanwhile, there is no good. Since they gave birth to me in Nigeria, every day the government comes and tells us, we need good road. That what they will tell us what they are bringing to us. Good road. This one, this one, this one, this one. They tell us all these things, and at the end of everything, we see nothing. And since that time, the promise of each government that is coming in is giving us good road, electricity, and pipe-borne water. You could imagine in 2023, in this century, that they are still promising Nigeria pipe-borne water. They are still promising Nigerians good road. They are still promising Nigerians electricity. And even the power grid have fallen like 3 times this year. Power grade, a whole national power grade has fallen 3 times, and this will this will help you to see the management, how the management are doing their work. The power grade has fallen 4 times. Power grade. Meanwhile, this is where we'll be winding down the curtain, and if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first we'll click on. Thank you for listening. God bless you.